Hey, we're talking OSU football. Dave Morris alongside Jenni Carlson. She has a story coming out in Tuesday's editions about suddenly the depth at OSU linebacker, and specifically Devante Averette.
Yeah, this is a guy that when you talk about the increased depth on OSU's defense, he's got to be one of those faces of that increased depth. They've got depth in the backfield. They think they've got some pretty good depth on the line, but a position that was particularly thin a year ago was that linebacker position. I joked with OSU defensive coordinator Glenn Spencer last week. I said, you know, certain guys got hurt last year. I was wondering if you might have some availability left to go out there and play linebacker. They were so thin at that position. Devante Averette is a guy who would have played likely a fairly significant backup role for them at linebacker a year ago, but he hurt his knee early in the year, played sparingly, then hurt his knee, and they thought he would probably be able to play and be a contributor by the end of the year, but they just didn't. They didn't want to take the chance that maybe he wasn't 100%, and they also wanted to try to get a hardship, which they did get. He got that year back, so he's got 2 years of eligibility remaining at OSU. But he's a guy that is going to play fairly significantly behind the starting linebacker core, and he gets a homecoming this week going to Central Michigan.
On Thursday, the Cowboys, 6 p.m., Central Michigan, and he's from that area, right?
Yeah, he is. He's a Detroit guy, grew up in the Detroit area, went to high school there, kind of had a circuitous road to get to Stillwater. Not kind of. It was circuitous. Let me back up and clarify that. He did not get any scholarship offers coming out of high school, had some deaths of family and friends coming out of high school, just didn't work out that he got a scholarship offer, and so he basically spent a year out of football. Then he landed at a junior college in Iowa, spent 2 seasons there, ends up going to OSU, and again, thought he was going to play fairly significantly a year ago, but gets hurt, and now he's sort of getting a debut again in major college football, and it just happens to be within a couple hours of home. He's expecting a lot of friends and family to come.
I was about to say, he's probably having to dole out the tickets, right?
He definitely is. Yeah, I talked to him about that, and I said, you know, how many are we talking about here? He thinks somewhere between 50 to 70. He's not sure. People coming from Detroit and Chicago, friends, family, old coaches, old teammates. It's interesting. Every player has a family allotment of tickets for every game. A lot of these Cowboys probably are going to leave those tickets unused. Devante Averette has said to his teammates, just put my name down.
Yeah,
I'll take him.
Go ahead and hook me up on this.
Exactly.
Central Michigan again, OSU, 6 p.m. on Thursday for the Cowboys. Perhaps a tune-up for this guy, Devante Averette. A game with a little bit more meaning.
Yeah, definitely so. I think he's going to be juiced up. He's a guy that's ready to go. I think anytime you get to the end of 2-a-days in training camp, everybody's pretty excited. But this is a guy that spent a good chunk of his youth in the boxing gym. He's not afraid of contact. So don't be surprised to see him hit a few people out there.
Yeah, looking forward to it. College football season underway. Jenni Carlson, thanks for your time. Appreciate it.